Hey everyone, this is my rather dusty Emerson 77646 AL table fan, and today what we're going to do in this video is clean it. But before we clean it, I'm going to give you a bit of a close-up look at it here. This fan does run 24-hour days quite a lot in my guest room, and you can see the blades have got a pretty good buildup of dust on them, especially there along the leading edge. And you can see here that the blades are just pretty generally dirty anyway. There's also some dust buildup on the cage. Here's a look at some of the other blades here. You can really see that dust buildup here. This will be real satisfying to clean up. And what we're going to do, because of these cage hooks, is leave the cage on this fan because we don't really want to damage the paint. So with that, we're going to get on into it here. So for this, we're just going to use some paper towels, which I kind of have here behind the fan. They're the standard paper towels you get at Costco. And we're going to use some of my favorite cleaner, which is Sprayway Glass Cleaner. This stuff works great on many surfaces. Spray some on our paper towel here. And we'll get to work getting the dust off the leading edge of the blades first. And I'll zoom in here so you can see how all this goes. And yeah, there really is something satisfying about getting into one of these dirty old things and cleaning it all up and making it all pretty and like new again. I'll just wipe this dust off the edge here. And we'll follow through and get the other blades here. I'm going to kind of speed the film up a little bit, do a mild time lapse, so you can kind of see the work being done. You can see all the dirt we got off here. Yeah, it's a pretty good amount. But there is more. And we're about to reveal that to you here. What we'll do is grab our sprayway again. And we're just going to spray it straight onto the blade surfaces. And you can kind of see the dust kind of melt away when you do this here. That's because the paint on this fan is pretty well new. This was a fan that I had restored by Carl Parker out of Gladewater, Texas, and he did a really good job on it. So we'll get it all cleaned up here. I think this is actually the first time I've cleaned this fan since I've owned it. Yeah, we'll kind of speed up the video here so you can still see what's going on, but it won't take so long. And then the next thing we're going to do here is kind of get the back side of the blades cleaned up. I'm going to speed up to get through the remainder of this. The back side of the blades can accumulate quite a bit of dust on them. We'll now wipe off the cage wires. And again, I'll kind of speed my way through this here. We just grab some of that excess spray away, and we're using a mildly damp towel with that stuff to clean everything up. But these old fans, that's the really great thing about them, is you really don't need to take them apart. Everything's just readily accessible. Wipe off everything else on this fan here, including the blade hub. I'll kind of wipe off the fan's motor housing and body here. We're just kind of cleaning up the oscillator linkage. General base and body of the fan. Wipe off the motor and everything. And that pretty much does it. We'll give you a look at the finished product here. As you can see, it is far cleaner than it ever was. Turn this around so you can see the motor, the backside of the blades, and the motor housing. That's the ID plate of the fan. Its original black color. Yeah, this thing came up very nice and very clean. Do a bit more of a look at it now that it's all shiny. Here's a little before comparison for you, so you can truly see what it used to look like and what it looks like now. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and conclude this video. Hopefully you found this to be useful, and if you did, please be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. I'd like to thank you for watching, and also ask that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we will have more to come. And so with that, we will see you later.